coming up next.
That's what's happening today in New York.
You've been watching NBC4 HD, the first station to bring you the news in high definition.
Good morning. Storm watch as communities along the Great Lakes dig out for more than 11 feet of snow. Another big storm is brewing in the Midwest and headed east. Are we in for a February to remember? Free fall. A skydiver plunges more than 2 miles to earth when both his chutes fail. He videotapes the whole thing and miraculously survives. This morning, he's here to share his story in an exclusive interview. And chicks rule. They were shunned after criticizing the president, but after a big night at the Grammys, the Dixie Chicks are getting the last laugh today, Monday, February 12th, 2007.
From NBC News, this is Today with Matt Lauer and Meredith Vieira, live from Studio 1A in Rockefeller Plaza.
And good morning. Welcome to Today on a Monday morning. I'm Matt Lauer.
And I'm Meredith Vieira. Those pictures from upstate New York, unbelievable. Snow pile more than 11 feet high, houses virtually covered up to their roofs. And for a region that knows all about heavy snow, this is one for the record books.
And keep the shovels handy because guess what? It's not over yet. There's another big storm on its way, and it could bring more storm, not just more snow, excuse me, not just to upstate New York, but the rest of the Northeast and the Midwest as well. Al's going to give us his forecast. We'll find out what's headed in your direction in just a couple of minutes.
And then Campaign 2008 officially off and running. Senators Obama and Clinton both hit the road over the weekend. Tim Russert is going to be by this morning to tell us about the candidate, his latest take on them, and also speak a little bit about Iran and Iraq as well.
All right, and then we're going to watch on videotape a miracle as it occurs. An expert skydiver plummets to earth from thousands of feet up. He has a major chute malfunction, spinning 84 times, hits the ground at probably 70 miles an hour, videotaping the whole thing on his helmet cam and this camera on another skydiver. Michael Holmes is going to be here this morning to tell us what saved his life and what it's like to cheat death.
I feel sick watching that.
I would have passed out just from the spinning.
And he didn't pass out, right?
Nope, never.
All right, we begin our series this morning as well on identity theft. This morning, cyber spying. My computer right now is running very slowly. That is a sign. I didn't realize this, so I read all the material, that somebody may have hacked into it, and right now they are stealing my identity. I'm going to check that out. It's actually very scary stuff. Something like 9 million people are affected by identity theft.
Apparently, it's a lot easier
than you think
for them to do.
Absolutely.
All right, we'll get into that. But first, let's start with this big winter storm that could bring up to a foot of snow to some of the nation's biggest cities. Al Roker's here, and he's got details. What are we bracing for?
Well, Matt, Meredith, it's a storm system. It's kind of a complex one. We're expecting another system to form off the coast. But as you can see down in up in Oswego, where I'll tell you, last time this happened was about 30 years ago, 1976, 77. I had just graduated from SUNY Oswego, had just left to take a job in Washington, D.C., and they got hammered. And it's happening again, and it's going to continue. They're going to get one more day of about 1 to 6 inches. Then this secondary storm we're going to be talking about. It starts off in Texas, gets itself together, moves across the Mississippi River Valley, and brings snow all along this system. We're looking next 24 to 72 hours from Illinois to Ohio, all the way up to Maine. We're talking about snow and ice along the coast.